We are back to simulate more drain stuff. Still, it seems like something to do, and again, I don't get that loud on. One, I need that loud on. Two, I still don't have a replacement for my Xbox controller. It's not here yet. Probably won't be here probably until sometime next week, honestly, at this rate, but give me an opportunity to play some old games. Old games, games on my computer. So, yeah. Let's continue with drain simulating stuff.
Breaking update. The convenience store is dry again. Our plunger-equipped hero has once more bullied the flood into submission. One resident told us,
I secured 3 packs of toilet paper, but it's all soggy!
Tragic. Meanwhile, the mountain has entered the chat. A landslide above the farm is sending water straight into the farmhouse and barn. If you're volunteering, bring digging equipment. Because apparently, we're farming mud now.
Mud. Okay, flooded farm, digable ground, stream to pump water into. Okay. So, is there anything about I want to leave behind? I don't think I'll need the wrench. I'll bring the rake just in case. That should be 2 more buckets, right? Power stuff is. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Extra buckets not gonna hurt me. I'll bring the inflatable barrier. I don't know if I'd need it. There's going to be probably plenty of mud for me to just build whatever barrier I need, but... well, I ain't draining the ocean quite yet. Wouldn't surprise me at some point I have to. But at least for now it's just torrential downfalls. Draining here, so... get some practice if I ever have to drain anything around here. Of course, also we need the rain around here because we're still in deep drought conditions. So... let's save the farm! Because, yeah. Hope you're doing well, my brother. It can certainly seem like it, yeah. It can be an equivalent experience sometimes. It's not salty. Water in these areas are probably just gross. Okay. So... actually, I'm not seeing how I play this map. The other maps I've seen, at least real civil engineer play, so I had some idea of where things were. With this, I am going in very much blind. I do not know where anything is. So I need to... yeah, that will just drain down there, whatever. Okay, it is day, it's just dark. Okay. I need to find out where stuff should drain at. I know there's drains, but I can't see what the drains look like. I don't know. I want to say that I've seen that there are 5 so far. Or maybe 6. I don't know. I don't know if I've had how many maps there are yet. Okay, you're the source. So I need to find. So I think that's the. Okay, that's the out. I think that's where I can drain stuff out. I think that's the stream they're talking about. Like, yeah, you can drain it to the stream. It's over there. Okay. Somewhere in the barn should be a drain. Allegedly. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get to that drain. Let's not even try. So I'm going to need to redirect this to go not to the barn. So you start here. Theoretically. I gotta think about it a little bit, because I'm going to be going up and over hills. So I could maybe make it go this way. There's that stream. Alright, so I'm going to need to see about getting enough mud to make it go up and over there. If I have it, if I go there, that might be enough, but we'll see. I need to. I need to find a drain and open it up. That would help a lot. Just a little bit. Okay, you're doing the sparkle to indicate a drain, but I can't see. Alright, you're that kind of drain. Good, okay. Look, I'm assuming that drain's open. I'm going to assume it's open. But I think we're probably at the. I just need to grab some pumps and start pumping, I guess. We're going to dig up some. Because I want to redirect that stream. Where's some dirt, actually? I can maybe. So many buckets. It happens. Don't need the rake, but I need 1 bucket, 2 bucket, 3 bucket, 4 bucket, and you know, let's get crazy. 5 buckets. Let me see about getting enough dirt. This is nowhere near enough, but let's just start to so I can redirect that stream to at least slow down how much water is going into the main area. Because there is some drainage going on. all this dirt up. Come on. Dig it up, dig it up. Gotta dig it up. I need to think about the fact that I'm going to go up and over a hill at some point. There's no way around that. This is... This is going to require a lot more dirt. That might be a problem of it. I can get that inflatable barrier and see if that might be able to assist me some. Problem solving. Because I need to... If I can get it just to go right there, that would help considerably. Place this mildly sensibly. Oh, I'm out of dirt. Is you mud I can use? You is mud I can use, so I shall use you. Good. Dig up the mud, dig up the mud. Gotta redirect that stream, I really hope. Can't be careful exactly how much of that I dig up. Good to know. I shouldn't have to worry about digging up there, but I'll fill up my 5 buckets and hope I can make a really nice dent in redirecting that one, the source pretty much. Source of all my problems. I suppose I could also try to... if I try to cut it off up here, that's just gonna overflow and flow everywhere else. So that's not gonna... that wouldn't be a viable plan. I pretty much just need to stick to redirecting it here. Building this up. This is probably gonna be a exercise and just pile it up, pile it up, pile it up. See if I can do that, then in theory, once it crests over here, it'll be able to start just flowing that way. And I'll have to see if there's any other path up there I'm not thinking of. More mud. More mud. I feel like nothing else I do is going to be worth my time until I can start getting that. And I gotta get that stream lowered. Why are you beating yourself? Because I don't know what else to say. Almost got. Okay, I think my 5 buckets are full. Let me get back at it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig. Put it all back. Put it all back. Something like that, you are right. Getting there. I am actually going to have to short up around there too. Ooh, I think it's almost working. Okay. Ooh, I think it's kind of working. Kind of. Okay. Making progress. It's going over that hill now. So I just need to keep raising these edges so that the only spot it's got is off to the one side that I want it to go to. I'm just going to get more mud right now. You can certainly view a shovel as a spoon, potentially. I feel like there's someone that can give you a technical reason why it's not technically correct, but it might be more of just a spoon, can technically be a shovel, but I don't know if you can go in the reverse. I think it's not sure it was a philosophy, probably a philosophy problem, maybe a logic problem, or just a thing of technicalities, because it'd be a thing if a spoon could do anything a shovel could do, but a shovel couldn't necessarily do what a spoon could do. Or at least not as well. Because you could dig up stuff with a spoon, but I don't think you could necessarily eat with a shovel. So it's a large enough animal, you could try to, like, put it on the spade of the shovel and, like, hand it to them, but I don't think you're doing that as a spoon per se. It's probably more of you're using it as a makeshift tool for, I don't want to get my hands bitten off, so let me just put it on this shovel and go from there. So, it's an interesting problem to think about for sure. Interesting question. Philosophy Hour with the Czar and his brother. I'm gonna fill up all 5 buckets. I don't know if I'll need all 5 buckets, but in case I do, I'll probably need mud for... I'd probably use some mud to help. Like I did with the drain in the mountains the last time. I just cut off the water flow so that I could have the water not be as high there so that I can do my thing. Okay, I think that's the buckets are full. Alright. There. Water leaking there, so I think now I should probably be at a point where I'm just catching where water is still leaking downward. Climb. You mother. There we go. So I can say that it's leaking here. What does it mean it's still leaking here? Ugh. off. I don't know why it's saying there's still water technically running there. The positioning of it's kind of being annoying. I have to place dirt and mud like this. Just like stack it up. But if there's... But that's visually at least looking like, oh no, there's like a hole you have to like put mud into, and I don't really think I've got any ability to... Gotta be careful about that, as I was saying earlier. Let's see if this will be enough to... And it's all based upon whenever the API calls are done. Might just be also just a lot of traffic and I just couldn't get to it for some reason. Ooh. It's such a piddly little stream I shouldn't have to worry about it, but... Okay. And that's following path least resistance down that way. Okay. Let me see if clearing that one drain actually did anything for me. This almost seems like it flooded worse. Oh. That in. Yeah, such a baby little stream, I can worry about it. We do have a problem up here, though. It's leaking a little bit on that side, so let's go get my shovel and a bucket and see if we can just clog that off. shovel. And gonna need a bucket with some dirt in it. See if I can handle that bit of leakage is coming from over here. Let me grab one of those buckets, see if I can. First, let me just. Place these pumps and. Start maybe possibly start affecting the water level some. Although they're magic buckets, I think they're just buckets. They hold either water or mud. In my opinion, at least, seem to work, do their job. They're magically helpful, I guess. Let's just do some more touch-ups on that mud barrier I've put to try to cut off the water that's flowing. Because it's looking like it's leaking. So you are acting like there's a water flow roughly here. Get more mud. Oh, lordy. I'm at a certain point where it's like I can't wall it off anymore. But I think I'm almost there. I'm probably going to shoot through that mud kind of quick because now I'm making like a super tall secondary wall. I mean, I didn't fill all the buckets. Plus, I just got lazy and or distracted. Okay, don't dig too far up there. At a certain point, this frickin' mud dam that I'm making should be working. I will just at a certain point just consider that I just need to shift tactics. And again, to see if I can just make enough of a wall around one of the drains to be able to access it finally. Nope, I think. I think it's worn off now. Sweet. Okay. This making it. I think it made a slight impact. Alright, now I need to. I probably need to consider. What do I need to do? Can I get to this drain, or is it still technically like swimming? There it is. Okay, I think that drain. Okay, that drain should be draining. It's saying there's a drain in here, but I still might be in. Yeah, I think I'm swimming technically. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, those drains should be working now. I think there's only the 2 drains and then draining into the river. I think that's about all they gave me. Y'all drain when you drain, I suppose. I think I've made a dent. OBS OBS telling me that I apparently dropped some frames earlier. As long as ain't nobody complaining, I guess. As long as the game looks alright. So I think I do feel like I am making progress, because I know before I had water up to here. So we are making progress. Alright. Just not. I don't know there's much more I can do. Maybe I can move. I might be able to move these pumps a little further. Why is that? Well, we got water going backwards now. There. Now they're all pouring that way. I am making progress. Score. Okay, so I'm gonna have to deposit some buckets, because I don't need all these buckets. Bucket. Oh. There we go. If I need more mud, there we go. What about shovel? Yeah, we'll dump the shovel too. Why not? I don't know. I'm at a point where I can start watering. Oh yeah, I'm definitely making progress. Sweet. It's always a good feeling when you can see you've made major progress like this. You're like, yes, I'm smart. No. you go? How far can you go? How far can you go? Not very far. How far can you go? Not far. I guess as long as I can get it to be fun elevate, but we have a problem with prior, where it was almost like going backwards again. Let me see how far that one goes. See if that just goes forward. Like, nope, 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 nope. It's starting to go backwards. Okay. So. Let's just have you go here. Maybe more towards the drain. They need to figure that out, because that hose should not be going like that, in my opinion. Humble or otherwise. I get a feeling that there's something in the coating that's making it act weird around doorways, because these pump hoses are acting kind of like this when I was driving to the convenience store last stream. Oh, I'm making good progress. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Still got a lot more draining to do, but at least now I can see this drain right here versus like, I think I'm hitting it. I think so. Spoiler, I am. Okay. Let me see about actually just moving. Let's say you, and you out of here. See if I can use these pumps over here instead. Put generator here. You can pump that way, and then gotta be mindful of the power cords have to go, because I got a feeling I'm going to go too far for that one I just placed. On the generator, on the pump, there we go. Unplug the goddamn pump. Ooh, that is reaching, but that works. Okay. Look at this land I can walk on. Alright, how we do it over here? Ooh, okay, so you have nothing to pump. for them to swim through it. Alrighty. Grab that. Let's go here. This looks like it's actually slightly higher than here. Looks like on a slight hill. So let's see if we can. Do this. I could go to the generator. Put the generator over here, power these pumps. That goes there. Plug it in like Glade. Indeed, indeed. Land it all is better. Just doing. I might need to do eventually. I have to think about it, because some of that is still running off, but some of it's going to the drain, which is something. The garden is getting there. Backyard's getting there, too. Nice. So I think some of the problem I might be seeing here is that those two pumps are putting water here and it's still leaking a little bit into there. So let's work on two solutions at once. First, let me see if I can raise that up a little bit. Well, first, let me just move this pump to be... Let's try it back here. Then I'll do that. Just left kind of those pumps kind of just tag team it. And again to some resolution to that, if it ever comes up again. There we go. Quick raking, make sure that drain stays clear. What's the barn doing? I might need to go back to having some water just pump over that way. I also probably just need to see if I can just consolidate all my pumps into one area and get this done a little bit faster. So we're going to do that. Generator. Pump. And pump. and have just these two pumps, see if they can. I did watch Beach Break Dynamite. It was a very entertaining and very good show. I think it was almost a pay-per-view quality card. In part, I think the only match that was kind of like not pay-per-view quality, but still good. It was when Mox and Osprey were fighting the Workhorsemen. But everything else was it was fantastic. Jericho and Ciampa were crazy. Like, yeah, let's go do a suplex to one of those Adirondack chairs. Because those chairs hurt. Those chairs can freaking hurt. Well, the splats doesn't matter. I think Ciampa, you saw it get cut in the back of his leg. That the plastic on that can be sharp. Get around this, still in the water. No, I don't want to rake it. So, put it here. I also go back to Ciampa Jericho. Very creative use of sand because, I mean, they're part of what St. Pete Clearwater is known for is beaches. So, really creative way to give Ciampa the opportunity. It's like this bucket of sand. Oh, sand went everywhere. He was going to just throw directly into Jericho's face. You can't do that. Oh, well. Then later, like, oh, there's some sand still on the mat. Mat sand. Then you have Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, which just like, we need a great match. Put those two out there. Okay. you don't got to question whether it's going to be a good match or not. Of course, it's going to be a great match. It's those two. We are going to resolve another problem. Where's the inflatable? There we go. It's still backwashing. Then Mick Foley came out and interviewed Callis, and Foley informing him that, yes, you try anything again. Whatever was like, yeah, I have my dogs on my shoes. Yeah. This one's going to get really acquainted with your ass if you try something. Whatever it was that Foley had said. And then they went backstage because Darby still had a bone to pick with Kevin Knight, and of course he was going to. They were going to try to use. They were going to use his backpack, and then Kevin Knight right says, "No, that's Darby's backpack. The thing exploded on me last time, so they went for the skateboard. Of course, it's not going to blow up." Until then, it blew up. Like, it was you, Andrade. How you know? That was great. How you know it was me? I love that. It's really good times for Andrade to be using that "how you know" catchphrase, because a lot of the time it's just like, oh, using a catchphrase. You know, just like it's using it for the sake of using it, but there's no like, but why was that supposed to work kind of thing. But there is a good question. How do they know he made the skateboard blow up? They have no evidence. Ignore the device in his hand. And then main event was amazing as well, where MJF, in a very real sense, went through the announce table. They broke the announce table. That was a beautiful bump through that announce table. Because usually the nasty would usually just kind of like collapse into pieces, but there, at the middle of the top of the desk actually like broke. That was amazing. And it looked like we were going to be getting Osprey versus Omega at Wembley, which you want to try to come up with a match to help fill out Wembley Stadium. There you go. That's a match that if people were like, well, I don't know if I want to, they look at that and go, man, I don't need money. I don't need money. I need this match. So yeah, like what were some of your thoughts and favorite moments from Beach Break? Oh, and Shuvra. I don't want that right there. Oh, another moment that happened from Beach Break. It was awesome seeing Willow come back, and when Willow was coming down the ramp, she perfectly timed a kick with her music, which was awesome. And it's so the winner of that Casino Gauntlet match is going to challenge Tekla at Resolution. I think it's Resolution. And I'm guessing what's going to happen is that Willow will beat Tekla. And then we'll get Willow versus Mercedes Monet at All In, which that would be a matchup that actually has some story and some background to it. Because without it, you have what could be a great match between Mercedes and Tekla. But if you have Mercedes versus Willow, who they've kept crossing paths and keep butting heads and have history, that would be a much more exciting story. Because you have one or the other going like, I have to keep going through you to do my thing. You need to get out of my way. Mercedes would be really mad about it. Because she's Mercedes Monet. What? I think there's people that just want to hate CM Punk. Because Punk had a bad rap and he's got some bad experiences, they just want to they want to just presume that, oh, now he's a hypocrite. I thought he said blah 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 blah. It's something of like, oh, what happened to Punk not liking part-timers? Punk took a few months off after a brutal match with Roman Reigns. Isn't This isn't Punk being part-time. Now, if Punk didn't show up, except for once every other month, then we have a story, but Punk just came back from injury. It's about the time we thought Punk was going to come back. We thought maybe after SummerSlam, but also it gives a story to Sammy, because now Sammy can just be incensed, because he only had 9 days with it. And you could just go like, I wasn't ready for him. I think there's like a promo you could find that they, WWE's social media team shot. We see Sammy just having a complete breakdown over it, which you can say is rightfully so. So I think there's people that just want to hate CM Punk. You know, oh, he's CM Hogan, which anyone want to say anybody like a so and so Hogan is pretty much assuredly going to be incorrect, because Hogan politicked to constantly get title wins. I think people have accused Becky of like, oh, she's Becky Hogan. She's not politicking to be champion. At least I have not heard any stories about it. So it's like, if you want a more apt thing, you'd probably want to call somebody so-and-so Cena, because Cena was just perpetually booked to be champion. And as far as I know, John Cena was not perpetually politicking to be world champion. He was just told, "You're champion. Okay, you got it? I'll do my job then." That's what he did. The only instance I know of him getting involved in the booking that he really shouldn't have was when he buried the Nexus at SummerSlam 2010. We're like, okay, so I'm going to get DDT into the floor in the concrete, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to beat Barrett and Justin Gabriel. And Edge and Chris Jericho are like, no, that's a bad idea. At the time, they said, no, don't do that. And then Cena did it, and Cena was like, yeah, that was a bad idea. So you're going to call him, like, I guess, like, CM Cena, I guess, instead of CM Hogan. That's a more apt comparison, because he wasn't, as far as I know, he wasn't politicking for it. If people were just being mad at their favorite laws, which you should be. I think people also started to blend in, I don't like this story with, oh, well, the booking is clearly wrong. They did this because, they don't know how to book or blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's storytelling. Okay, you have a story with Sami Zayn now of he'd worked all this time to finally get the WWE title. And then 9 days later, he loses it. Of course you'd be apoplectic. Of course you'd be losing your mind. That makes sense. And again, it's a good story. Again, I'm happy for Punk to get it. Actually, they set it up as well. I think it was the night after Mania. Punk made the thing of like, you never know when a title opportunity will just fall out of the sky. And what happened with Punk on Monday? A title opportunity just fell out of the sky. And he took advantage of it. Does that make you want to boo him? Okay, that's fair. But don't you be saying that Phillip Brooks politicked for it, because until we have evidence of it, no, he didn't. They had an idea of, hey, let's have Punk be gone for a few months, then we're going to be in Chicago at some point. And maybe they knew for a while that we're going to be in Saudi, and they want Sami Zayn to win the title. Like, okay, let's have Sami win the title, then we're going to be in Chicago 9 days later. Okay, next story will be that Punk will come back after saying title opportunities can just fall out of the sky. He gets a title opportunity, and he wins, and it causes Sami Zayn to just have a complete and utter mental breakdown. Again, great storytelling. See if we can get the water pump from over here to... Not over here. I need to... If I had some more generators and pumps, I'd probably have some more pumps going this way. And now it's seems like now we got stuff that's below this. So what I'm gonna have to do is once I get the pumps available, probably start pumping more over into the river again. And pumping from over here. Alright. But let's get this house done. Let's get over here done if we can. I want to upgrade to the Mark III pumps at some point, probably. See if we can get this going just a little bit faster. I think that's the problem right now is that these pumps are probably need to be a little bit more powerful. And now you are starting to sputter. Okay, why do the water levels bouncing around? That is not making sense. Is I mean the water was bouncing up and down. What's I'm talking about? Oh, I take like kicking it from like this is the front yard. I guess our water vacuuming, I guess. That pump seems like it's doing just a-okay fine. Suck up water. Let's just dump you over here. Why not? Let's get this water in. Hey, that's done. Alright, there's water leaking from a nebula somewhere. Don't think it's up here. That does seem like it's actually moving along, thankfully. Good, good, good. There. We done having water randomly leaking? Okay. Cool. So... let me get the garden drained out if I can. Need to figure out my tactic for that. That's clear at least. Yeah, we got water flowing back again. What if I... see if I can place... I don't know where I could place a pump, because we got water coming back here. Put that there. And we put it... how do you go up there? Generator replaced here. Plug it in, plug it in. Turn that on. That should, in theory, start, yeah, sending some water back. It should at least cut back how much is coming back here. Then... ooh, thinking back to Zane losing his title on Monday. I'm remembering now when Punk lost his title at the end of his 434-day title run, he was a heel and very mad that he lost to The Rock, which I understand. He shouldn't have had his title reign sacrificed that Cena and Rock could do twice in a lifetime. But then he exclaimed, "It's like, I got screwed. I got screwed. It was the Phoenix screw job." So Sammy could certainly say something about, oh, it was a Chicago screw job. That could be interesting for Sammy to do, to go back to his conspiracy theory character that he had. May not be working like I would like. So it's actually doing its job of keeping that in there. Pick up some buckets. Let me see if I can... Super fun things. I'm actually going to have to deflate this. It's going to require water. Just like going some places. Oh, it's going that way. Perfect. Okay. So now I can see about draping that. Yeah, then if I drape it here, that would keep at least more of the water over that way. Then I don't need to... If I can stop having a sloppy placement of dirt, that would be actually quite nice. Trying to place this nicely. That little barrier is useful. So I need to use it a little more often than I do. Now I can actually dig this up. Just trying to see if I can stop having water move in circles, if I can actually kind of trap some of it. Okay. Nope, stay up here, stay up here. Nope, nope, not going to the front yard. Nope, 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 staying here. And let's grab some more dirt. And that's probably the front yard getting flooded again. Oh well. We'll get it on flood soon enough. Gotta. I think that's good. That should inflate. That should hopefully keep all that contained there finally. Oh, inflate faster. Got a little more mud, see if we can block off that end just a little bit harder. So I'll check the damage I did to the front yard and see if I can just water vac it all up again. This would be a good test of my barrier making. Apparently I kind of failed at it. I think it's still... Not sure if that was just the splashing from me dumping water in there or what it was. Yeah, the front yard got all soaked again. Oh, but getting back to almost good. And we do a dump. Alright. Front yard good again. Okay. Let's vacuum up all this. Okay, that did not work like I wanted it to. Yeah, still water slipping and sliding all over the place. So... to the mud pile. So I might actually make the barrier myself. The inflatable barrier is just... my backyard's gonna be flip-flopping for a moment. But to the mud pile. We gonna get this drained with the last thing I do. Get more mud, cause I needs it to make the water stop. Okay. Yeah, you ain't doing your job, so... gotta wait wait for this to deflate first, that I can start placing more mud right across here. Okay, maybe I should put it here. That's actually a smaller area. I'm so smart sometimes. Well, I'm not panicking, of course. Put down bucket. Okay, I think I got it under control. I think. A little bit of water coming out here, but that I can deal with. Same with here. And just make sure that's got the best I can. There's water running all over it, so I can't see. Back here it's almost clear. Got a thin little layer of water. There's 3 pumps going. Why? Power. And now those are sputtering. Let's just get this clear. Over to the barn with me. Now's it good? Like good? Not good and then gonna backtrack soon? Mother of hell. Better stay good. Let's do that. See if maybe I'm slowing myself down inadvertently with that. Yeah, that was probably slowing me down at least a little. Let's see if we can just pop ourselves off this way. And dump this out the barn. Quite awesome. That garden's about dry now. I need to go back to the barn and finish my game plan there. I think I know what I want to do. So, you're with me, you're with me. Yes. Alright, let's... So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the pumps... I think if I put... I'll at least put one here, then have you drain into the river. Put a generator there. Plug it in, plug it in. I'm gonna put 2 pumps. Well, first I'm gonna clear this drain, that way I can get any advantage I can out of it. Then we will just have those drain over there. I need to iron that out. That's definitely something in logic when it's crossing a threshold that it just completely pitches a fit. I did not grab the other generator. The other generator was plugged into something and it was like, oh my god, it's plugged into something. Can't take it. Where is said generator? Did it do a... Yeah, I think that generator did a disappearing act. I think. Did it disappear? It probably did. Yep, but we can do that. I have to replace my palms, but whatever, man. I don't care. Whatever, man. Whatever. Don't turn on. Just pick it up. Pick up that one. And give me my power cord. And then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps. Yay! They're gonna pump water. Yay! Still know where I'm gonna put that last pump yet, at least. You go there, you go there. Turn that on. On and on. I am having mindful that's gonna start feeding back into the stuff. It can't reach. Nice. the water out from this side over there, over to my other pumps. Looking like everything's good and kosher. You're pouring down there. Good, good, good. That would be smart, Czar. If you, like, cut that off, then you'd, like, kind of resolve one of your problems, wouldn't you? You know, Self, I would. Try to keep you around, Self. Well, you can't. You have to put up with me, Self, so... Czar, you lost your mind maybe a little. Ooh, I almost got this done. Awesome. Just one of these things sometimes you just need to get the momentum. And once you got the momentum, it just finally falls into place. Alright, while those do their thing, maybe they'll get it done, and I will grab the water back. No, it shouldn't be vacuuming water this deep, but whatever, man. Whatever, man, it's gonna get done. Y'all look thirsty. There you go. Not being stupid, let me just... You'll plug into there. I need to turn the generator first. Let's stutter for a moment. After I got that one hooked into that, which still gained some of the water out of here, but I think y'all still thirsty. There we go. No, wait a minute. I think that's all I need to do now. Let's just get that out of here. I'm presuming and I'm hoping. Suck it up, suck it all up. Just a bit of it. Like that. Right now I need to transfer over to vacuum random spots to find it. Done. Nice.
Rain update. Still raining. The farm has been cleared, and the farmhouse and barn are back on solid ground. Credit goes once again to our plunger-equipped specialist. We asked the farmer for comment. He said,
I would have handled it myself. Had it under control. Just been real busy. Next thing I know, the water's gone.
busy man. Anyway, the rain hasn't stopped. And
Oh,
now
it's
the
not.
parking garage downtown is completely flooded. Several cars are fully underwater. If you parked on the lower level, your vehicle now identifies as aquatic. More updates soon.
Alright, so deep continuous flooding streets caused. Seem like deep water continuous flooding streets caused by rain. Small diggable area. Recommended pumps, barrier, shovel, rake, squeegee, and vacuum. Alright. I'll get the word out for. I'll take the word for it on squeegee. Rake, shovel. I got buckets. Or make another barrier, why not? Try to see if I can add another generator and pair of pumps. I think I can. 44. I think it's pushing it, but I think I can. Well, I might need to worry about money-wise as well, whether I can. I don't think I can. I? Nope, I can't. I'd be able to get a generator and a pump. Once I get two of these Mark 1 pumps. Sure. Probably so I can go back at some point and get money so that I can that. Say $5,000, that's a lot. I have to go back and just do a prior mission, probably. To the interactable gates along the building walls. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I will need to step away for a moment, not end stream, but I need to step away for a moment here soon and feed Olive. Okay, let's first run in here. The rake and see what. Okay, here we go. But I want to see if we can go in here and see how many of these drains we can clear up. This is already dirt. There's another drain. so I can see it a little better. What's going on in here? There better not be any busted pipes. There's busted pipes. I'm kind of hosed because I didn't bring that. I didn't think I needed it. I don't think there's anything in here. I think this is just showing indication of a drain. Or there's a drain like on the outside. There's another drain. Clear that up. Every little bit helps. There's one up here. Gotta clear it out. Yes, it could be considered those things for sure. There's definitely a whole litany of carpool jokes right now. We need to go back. I need the wrench.
Rain update. Still raining. The farm has been cleared, and the farmhouse and barn are back on solid ground.
Let's try this again, so now I have all my tools. Alright, I just need to always bring the rake, the shovel, along with at least one bucket, and the pipe wrench. And I just need to assume I need any of those at any given moment. Because it's twice now I've gotten hosed not bringing anything that I didn't think I needed. Well, we're just here. Should be easy to load it back up. Load it back up. Come on now. Come on now. Alright. Got ourselves. So that's the rake and that's the pipe wrench. Alright, let's clear out these drains again. As far as I'm doing these levels, I don't know what I need. If I do these levels again in the future, I'll be more aware of them. I need to go back and I need to see if I can earn money to buy a truck. To buy the next truck up, that way I can carry more equipment. Also, we need to see about upgrading my pumps to the next tier, be tier 3. That drain's clear. There should be a drain right here. There we go, I need to left click, not right click. That should help with that. So there shouldn't be any more water coming in, theoretically. Counting at least one more. Lots, courtyard, storage, driveway. Okay. I need to figure out where I need to pump this water to, actually. That's my next thing I need to figure out. Over this way, there we go. Just saw the little rainbowy flowery stuff to indicate, hey, there's a drain here. Another one. Right there. Clear it off, clear it off. Gotta see what's in there by clearing it off. I really don't like that I'm standing in all this water with the lights doing that. I don't believe there's a get shocked to death mechanic, but it still makes me nervous. I think this is just about the physics of water, not the conductivity. What about something that's above me? Another busted pipe. Oh, there it is. Okay. That led nowhere, pretty much. I think we've completed a circuit of the parking lot. Alrighty. I did walk by a drain, though. Yeah. But I think I know how to drain some of this water now. Okay. 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 I can put generator here. Pump. Seems like there's a problem with it going back into there. Wait. See if I can personally clear out this area of stuff. Drop just one of these here. I don't need that. Let's put you. Here. It's a frustrating place sometimes, because I swore that was right on the edge. It's like, nope, not quite. You suck. Go on, I'll try again. Oh. Hey, storage is clear. Now, why? Playing these stupid games again, game. There, finally. I'm probably gonna go through all of this for probably not too much, because I'm probably gonna. Hecky. There we go. Any little's leaking out of the lava's gonna go in there. And worst case scenarios, oh no, it runs to another drain further down the street. Oh no. Good lord. Okay. Oh no, we'll run down here and find this drain. Ooh, this is getting drained fast. It makes sense that if one area starts to drain, the water will all start running in other areas. And I'll probably have to run through here with the water back, but it wouldn't be surprising if, like, in reality they said, like, yeah, this is good enough. We just need to let the water just run. A little bit of the water running back in, but whatever. Looking for any of these floor drains I might need to try to keep clearing out. I don't think I need to clear that out, do I? That counts the driveway, so no courtyard. Okay. Feel like the lots are about to be cleared out, which is good. All right. Now, it was his enemy of choice besides bots. Pump go there. Hose don't quite reach there, that's annoying. Fine, let's put that there, why not? Alright. Generator. Doot. And doot. And then we do a turning on of that. And a turning on of that. There we go. And hopefully getting out of here. There we go. Alright, we'll just let that pump do its tang. Just need to get water out, and hopefully if I stop having it flood quite so hard into there, it'll help. It's almost dry. Put this hose over her. I'll put that right there. And then I don't have a blooming generator because I'm a bit of a dope. Okay, but I might have one here momentarily. Me to clear that courtyard of all the water, 'cause it's wet as F. Do-do-do-do. Do-da-dee. Something else cleared out. That's good to hear. Generator on your car, 'cause it's right here. All the way a slight screw you. There, now we got that started. And the driveway 2 is down here. Driveway 1 clear finally. It is. Yay. That means you can come with me. You know, you're gonna come with me too. There. Gonna have you go right there. Plug it in, plug it in. And then another plug it in, plug it in. There we go. I'm imagining that you ain't doing much no more, no more, no more, no more. Ooh, is there something you need to do? You know what you need to do? Actually, put the freaking hose somewhere. Right there. Yeah, there's no way that it's flooding back into the courtyard. Because that would be dumb. Try my other Mark II pump and throw it in there. I got uno más. Another Mark I pump, but that's for any layout of the place. Shouldn't need it. And I gotta always put all 6 in there. That's what I'll do once driveway 2 is clear. Just really go crazy. Try to go that way. There we go. That ding, I presume means driveway 1 is done. Or 2, whichever driveway I was doing. Yep, you done. That means you get another job. Going with me. Yay! You're gonna pump more water. Yay! Alright. Very respectable of reality. Put a generator right there. You go there. Check out. Grab the last Mark I pump. The last one. I'm trying to think. I think there's probably at least 2 more levels after this. We'll figure out what on me a bit later. After I get the courtyard pumped out, I'm almost certain that once the courtyard's pumped out, whatever lot got unfinished will finish off again. Oh wow, it is almost dry. Almost dry as a bone. I don't want to. Plug in like I won't. Yeah, lot 2, especially March, is not done, but got water, gotta go somewhere. And that probably would have made more sense to do would have been to clear those drains and put the pumps in the courtyard and the driveways and get that water out over that way. They're not done anyway, so who cares? But just gotta let it drain now. That's where the shovel comes in. Okay. Quickly to the truck to get the shovel. So I can dig up that thing. See, this is why it's good. This is why it's fine to go through and have a first playthrough. Well, you need a first playthrough, that way you can learn this stuff. Okay. Alright, this level done. I'm going to step away for a moment to make sure Olive has her foodstuffs for the evening. Get in there. There we go. And I need a bookie. I need bookie so I can dig this a little bit faster. So just one shovel full at a time. Y'all get fancy, and I will carry 2 buckets. Ooh, I know that is fancy as all get out. But I can be a fancy mofo sometimes, so. Yeah, that'll be feeding her hopefully in a few minutes. Shouldn't take long. There, that should let that drain out. And do we have... I don't think we have an equivalent one anywhere. We all should be draining that out here soon. I'm about to run back here with the water vacuum and help. I just need to wait just a hair longer to let that do its thing, maybe. We'll wait a moment. There's still pumps a pumping and a drain a draining. And I need to make sure that the rest of the parking lot clears back out again, which it should. Now I can be absolutely sure that's going to drain out. I grab the water vacuum. I think now I just need to let block 2 just like empty itself out, I guess. I can help with the squeegee. Nope, nope, nope. Water needs to go this way. Water needs to go this way. Hey, it's all done.
Well, this is new. The sun is out. The parking garage has been cleared. The cars are no longer underwater. They also no longer start, but visually, things are improving.
It's a start.
The rain has paused, but the
Good.
canal at the outskirts of town has been at capacity for days. One side of the canal wall is cracking and starting to bow outward.
That's not good.
It is extremely close to collapsing. And directly behind it sits the old church. On the bright side, at least we'll have good lighting if it happens.
Yeah, we're not gonna let that happen if we can help it, but I need to feed Olive real quick. So just a moment. Eight. Alright, so canal about to collapse 10 minutes to prevent flooding. Recommended barriers, pumps, vacuum, rake, shovel, and squeegee. See if we can do it. So I get this thing of, yeah, 10 minutes is gonna break, and if I'm not ready, then we'll have to gotta get it unflooded. But I'm glad to have that happen. So I'm going to assess quickly what to do. What to do, what to do, what to do. Because if I want to go back later and play, see if I can do even better next time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's where it's gonna break. Alright. Running fast, 'cause I wanna not have it get flooded. I probably wasted some time, but I don't care. Just we're gonna see how bad that flooding is. True, distinct possibility that I've placed on a very poor position, but what can I do? I don't get the power cord, 'cause I'm a dum-dum. Oh, lordy-loo. That'll get deflated here pretty quick. Get more dirt, get all the dirt that I can. Play faster, daggum you. Probably just gonna be a bit of a mad dash just to see how much of that more I can just put down there. Just gotta hope and pray that this works. And we will. Very much need these to be. Tell this dirt down kind of randomly, aren't you? Yeah, I am. It's my timer. That makes me nervous. As it should. Get all the mud that I can and build a big old barricade. Make the water not hit the church, 'cause that would be bad. Probably would be fast to have enough inflatable barriers, but yeah, next playthrough I'll try to be better about it. If we can. More, need more, give me more, please, quickly, if you don't mind, even if you do mind, give me more. Talking about Zarya focused. I'm in the zone. Not auto zone, but in the zone. Yes, definitely one more to get a bunch of inflatable barriers. Oh, good here. Although we'll have a little bit of time as it floods down there and has to try to go flood uphill. So I can continue building this barrier and hopefully have it work. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so that's nowhere near high enough. Okay, so that... Okay, so that barrier is not well placed. Okay. It kind of did it. It's not optimal, but it's not too bad, actually. Not too bad, actually. Wish it'd been better, but... Nah, it ain't too bad. I'm doing this kind of blind, so I didn't know what I was going to do. So, not too mad about it. Now I have a slightly better idea of where to place barriers, at least. Know how high the water's going to be initially, so... I probably need one a inflatable barrier here, across there. Okay. Again, I got a better idea of... I was kind of concerned about where that little barrier was going to be, because I didn't know if it was tall enough or not. Now I know it's not. So... There. It's also going to be a thing of, at least to some degree, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to have some area of flooding. That's still a lot of water coming out of that canal breach. So really what you can just try to do your best to do is just direct it to where you want it to be and try to limit where it goes. Good to know. I think I was probably thinking too much, like, oh yeah, I can totally stop it. There's water in here. Not so much, actually. It didn't go in here too much. Sweet. And we gonna clear this off. Okay, next time I do an inflatable barrier across both of those doors. If I can, at least. Just at least across the one. Also run around, make sure I clear as many drains as I can. That way we can get drainage started sooner. Just need to figure out where all the water is gonna go. I think I was right. I wanted to go down this street, so. Besides drainage. I think if I just let that drain like that. I need to get the water out of there. That should be an easy enough task to do. Let me just grab the generator and pump that I had. Oh, got enough space to carry both those. I'm just going to go back for the pump now. Go back for the pump. Get yourself a pump in. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about just gotta try to do damage control, try to get the water to go more so where you want, but you're gonna have to clear stuff out. There's no way to stop it. That'll get that out of there. Okay, so to a great degree, all the church entrance stuff should be heading towards drains down there. I just need to figure out the canal overflow. The canal breach, water moving more this way. Okay. Now let me see if I can. Let me just keep my canal. Something cleared out. That's nice. It's really nice. There's little bits of water that got stuck up there. Now they won't be stuck up there. Let me. Olive me cat. Alright. There we go. Grab you. Grab you. And we're gonna grab you as well. Why not? Let's get crazy. Okay. Now, if we were to, let's say, put a generator here, let's get crazy. Let's put a pump right there. And I got an idea. How about we put that hose there and hope that reaches more than far enough to do something productive. And we'll put one of those here and then run, and bloop. And we will turn on this generator, plug the generator to this pump, this pump. And we'll do that, followed up by doing this, and then it's all gonna go downhill, which is good, good. And then you're gonna want to go there, which that's not quite what I want you to do. Grab some of this because up here's not doing anything really anymore. So as we're getting there, I'm gonna be presuming and hoping I'll have to go back through there again with a rake to make sure that all that's good and kosher. You want to be good or you want to be good and. Key thing right there. Key thing right there. Block this off, make it go that way like I want it to. But still going that way, which is good, cause I don't want to go the other way, cause that'd be bad. Sure, yeah, this counts as canal breach, so I'm going to try to get that water moving as well. I got the rake. I do have the rake on me, so I can make sure that yes, it's still doing its job. Get it all figured out, which I will, 'cause I'm smart. I need to run through that building with the water back. Make sure it's all good. That's cleared off. I got a cat down there. Oh, the canal reach technically cleared out now. Okay, good. There go the water back, so I can help with at least some of this stuff. At least get the insides cleared. Maybe other random things cleared too. I'm actually pretty happy with how well I contained all that. Didn't really flood the church. But you have to clean up. I need to put pumps and just see if we can dump water more onto the street. Who else got it? Church entrance yet. Not clear. Okay. I need to like block off the back room so I don't keep getting flooded. Because that could be a problem if it continually happening, which would be bad. There's water just flooding into there. That's causing me a problem. Fine, go around the other way. Church entrance. I need brick. Where is the brick? Probably could do an equipment reset, 'cause I don't think anything's really doing anything special at the moment, but there we go. might actually stream an hour earlier than I normally do. Eat dinner sooner, probably be available to do other things I might want to do sooner. I think the game's having a little bit of a stroke. Is it clear or not? I need to pump it out at this point. It's just taking too long otherwise. I need you. I need you. And unsurprisingly, I'm also going to need you. Alright. Run, 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 run. Should get more of it over to that. I just feel like it's bouncing in circles. Why? Yeah, I need to stop it up there. give that kick real quick and see if it'll behave. Or are we just being kind of weird and you don't like me reloading it, huh? I'd like to need you to tell me what those are as you reload the level, apparently. Hello. Yeah, I think it's busted. I guys need to. I'll do this level another time now that I kind of know what I need to be doing. Not all for this stream. Maybe I'll do this tomorrow. I'll play something else tomorrow. We'll see. I'll see you around later.